Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to another video of Dauntless. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like it a bit more, please do subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let me get straight to the point. This video is a simple tutorial of the Aether Strikers, and I'm gonna try my best to explain as much as possible as to how the combos and the particular mantras, which are also called the specials, are going to be working together, and how they're kinda not related to each other and also related to each other in one way or the other. If that makes sense, I'll tell you guys how that works. But first, for those of you who are new to the game, these Aether Strikers are a close combat class of melee. It's not a sword, it's not gonna do any cutting damage, it's a stagger type weapon. And the way you can get this is you have to do quite a few quests at the beginning of the game, so that you'll be able to, at a pretty early stage itself, you'll unlock another quest which will let you talk to this NPC, Catherine Sorrell, and she'll let you know that you need to go and talk to another particular new NPC that was introduced during the update 1.0 of the Dauntless launch. And this is that person. This is the Scarred Master. You're going to be talking to this female NPC, and she's going to give you another quest along with these two particular weapons, or one pair of weapon, which is the Aether Strikers, and you'll be using this to complete a condition which the Scarred Master is going to tell you, where you have to use a Tempest form. You can see on the left side at the bottom the Tempest form and the Karma Breakers. You need to keep these active while you use the third one, which is the Adamant Bolts. I'll tell you how to kind of get these things working, and also I'll let you know how the light attacks and heavy attacks and these three combos on the right side are kind of gonna be working out, so that you'll be able to activate these particular specials on the left side. Also, you should know there's another default special which gets activated no matter which particular combo you use. It's always gonna be there as an instant special, but the rest of the specials which you're gonna use are the mantras, and they only get activated when you hold down the special button. Right now I'm using the keyboard and also the mouse, so pretty much my light attacks are left click and heavy attacks are the right click, and Q is going to be my special attack button. Now I'm going to be starting off with a simple tutorial with a simple run against the Drask. So maybe I'll just choose the lesser one, so that I'll at least stay in the fight even if I get hit by mistake, but I'll try my best not to get hit. But before I do the hunt, as soon as I land on the island, I'll make sure to show you guys the light attacks and the heavy attacks, and also the combo of light and heavy. There are only three types of combos you can use now, and you can see there's a number given to it, 1, 2 and 3, and these numbers will also be there right under your health bar. When we reach the island, you'll be able to see it. These numbers are going to light up every time you use that particular or that specific combo. If in case you use the Focused Assault on the top right, you're seeing right here, if you use Focused Assault combo, which is 3 light attacks, it's going to light up the first one. Similarly, if you use the other 2 combos at any point of time, that particular light is gonna light up, which I will show you right away. Here we go. Okay, so here we are on the island, and pretty much I'll be showing you the light attacks and also the heavy attack and also the combos that are related. Pretty much again, for those of you who are using controllers on PS4 and Xbox One, please do check your settings or options and go check your key bindings or controller options, so that you can see which one is the light attack and which one is the heavy attack. I won't be able to tell you guys right away, but I will be using the terms heavy attack and light attack and also special attack. So my Q is going to be the special attack, which is going to be one tap is the instant on the Q, and holding down the Q is going to be the techniques. Techniques are nothing but the mantras, and each of the mantra is named as Tempest Form, the first one. The second one is Karma Breaker, and then the third one is Adamant Bolt. Right now I'm gonna be using the light attacks, which is the first one. 1, 2, 3. That's the light attack. You can see that pretty much. That's the 3 hits. And now we have the second one, which is 1 light attack and 2 heavy attacks, which is that. And you can see it. That's the second. And then the third, which is only the heavy attacks. That's 1, 2, and 3. It packs quite a punch because every time you use the attack, both the weapons move to one hand and then you do the strikes. See this? One. It's like switching both the weapons just to one hand. You can just see it in slow-mo. See, both the hands have the 2 weapons. It's not divided into 2 like how he's holding in both the hands. But for heavy attacks, just to get extra damage, he uses both of them on one hand, switches it to the other. Just check it out. You can see one hand is free of the weapon, the other one is not. And of course, now coming to the specials, obviously I can't show you the specials without activating it. We do have to understand that these particular specials only get activated, or the mantras only get activated, when the last combo, the last hit of any of these combos connect with the behemoth. Which means even if I miss the first 2 hits, I should be able to connect the third hit. Meaning 1, 2 I missed, but I have to get the third hit on the behemoth. If I connect that hit, it's going to count. And then on the top left you can see the 1, 2, and 3. Those things will light up depending on which combo I used. Here's another thing you need to know. These combos can be used in any order, but the mantras that are going to get activated, or the mantras that are going to light up, or the mantras that are gonna show that they're ready to be used, they get activated in order themselves. You cannot get them kinda jumbled up. The order doesn't get jumbled up like how the combos you can jumble up. I can pretty much use a heavy attack first on the behemoth, but it's only gonna activate my Tempest form first. And to be able to use my Karma Breaker, I have to activate the first Tempest form, which is 1, 2, 3. Any combos can do at the beginning. And then you need to switch it up with another combo so that you can activate the Karma Breaker, which is now I use 1, 2, 3, and now I use. Now these two, because I use that, these two get activated, which means you cannot use the Tempest form. Now that you have activated 2 of these, which means only Karma Breaker can be used when the special attack button is held down. Now, you might be wondering, what about the instant when you just have to tap the special button? That you can see on the top left of the screen. There's a icon that looks like the running man. There are 2 circles. One circle on the right side shows the particular Aether Striker icon, and the left side it looks like a running man, or it looks like 3 men running and it looks like a race. That is called the surge. That's the first instant. It is always gonna be activated anytime you use a particular combo and anytime you activate a particular mantra. When I say activate, it doesn't mean that you've used the mantra just yet. I'm only telling activation of the light. On top of the left side, you can see there's a bar on top of those 2 circles. That bar is supposed to be the duration meter of each of the combos that you activate. And every time you use that particular combo, either it be Focused Assault or Spirit Barrage or Mighty Squall, that particular number gets lit up. You may use any of the combos in any order, but it is always gonna activate the mantras in their respective order, which is 1, 2, and 3. It's not gonna get activated at 3 first, which means you cannot activate Adamant Bolt without activating Tempest Form first and then Karma Breaker second. Without activating these two, you cannot get Adamant Bolt just because you think you can use the Mighty Squall just because it's the third combo. That's not gonna activate it, but it is gonna show you that the third one is active. That light will get lit up just because you use the third combo. It shows the number of which combo you use just then. I'll just show you how it works. I'm gonna use a light attack. I'll show you how this works. Keep an eye on the left side. 1, 2, 3. That's the third hit. I missed the 2 shots, but I got the third hit. The third hit is what will get the mantras activated and you'll be able to use it. Again, 1, 2, 3. You can see tap is going to make the surge dash, which you see it does 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. I'm using the first one just to show you. This is the surge. It does a type of 3 hit kind of a dash, and then holding down the special is gonna imbue the particular Aether strikers with some Aether energy. You can see that right there. See, the Aether strikers have Aether energy glowing on it, and you can see a new square type of icon is active right below the health bar. That's supposed to be the duration of time for which this thing is going to be active, this Aether energy. 1, 2, 3, and I'll activate it again. You can see a clock type of a timer going on that particular square icon, and you can see the dash is active. I can use the dash or the surge every time you use any combo. 1, I'm using the second combo. I missed it, so I didn't get it active. Have to hit the last hit. The last hit of the combo always activates it. I can always use the dash, but because I use the second combo first, it still activates my first ability. The only way I can activate the second mantra, which is called the Karma Breaker, is by activating the first one and then the second one, like this. 1, 2, 3. Now number 1 is lit up. Now I have to use another particular combo, and the second one gets active, and then you hold down the special button and it does that kind of a damage. It does a dash like as if it's a Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z or something, but then you can see its effect. It does a lot of DPS. You just have to do it once, and you can see on the left top corner another type of icon, the square icon, but it has a different logo now. That one is the DPS. Even that one has a timer. You can see the clock running down, and for as long as that thing is on, it'll be doing those number of DPS, those number of damage per second. To activate it again, I have to do 1, 2, 3, and I have to activate it again. See, again the effect is active. Again you can see the square icon, and as usual you can see the surge is active. And look at that, DPS did the rest of it. And now I'm gonna show you how you can activate. I told you guys, right, it doesn't matter if I'm using any combo, I still am going to activate the Tempest form first, then the Karma Breaker, and then the Adamant Bolt. Just because I use a different type of combo, that doesn't activate the Tempest form. I have to use all the combos in order to kinda activate those mantras in order. So check this out. I'm gonna use the first ability. 1, 2, 3. Activated the first one, which is Tempest form. Then I'm gonna use heavy attack. 1, 2, and 3. It activated the second form. Now I'm gonna use the second one. 1. Now all 3 are active, and then hold the special button and boom. You can do a heavy hit. Again, you can always use the surge because it's activated every time you use a particular combo. You can always choose any different type of... I have to get away from here 1 second just to explain things. You can activate these particular mantras always in order, but here you can use the combos in any order. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. And now I'll show you what you need to do a lot of damage, which means using the Adamant Bolt, which is the highest damage dealing mantra. Right now I'm gonna tell you how to do it. First is you need to activate Tempest Form and also Karma Breaker. Both should be active. When I say this time, when I say active, doesn't mean that the light should be lit up. It means that you should have used the special, which means I'm gonna use the Tempest Form first. I'm gonna activate the Aether Striker with the blue energy, and then I have to activate the Tempest Form again, and then Karma Breaker, and then use the Karma Breaker. This way 2 of these mantras are gonna be active, and then at the end I have to start Tempest Form, Karma Breaker, and then I get to use the third, which is the Adamant Bolts. Pretty much to use the third one you have to have the first 2 started up. To use the second one you need the first one activated. 1 2 3 activated. I'm gonna use it. 1 2 3 1 3. I'm gonna use this. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 and 3. Check this out. Boom, done. That's how you get things done. It didn't show the numbers, but it is definitely gonna do a lot of damage. But since I've been doing so much DPS on that poor thing, it kinda got taken out. This is how you do the damage on the particular behemoth using Aether Strikers, and hopefully this kinda very lengthy but kinda stretched out way of explaining the Aether Strikers is kinda usable by most of the players. Hopefully you guys understood what I was wanting to kinda share with this particular Aether Striker moveset. It is kinda confusing because some of them who I heard from, they said that even though they kept activating the first one, they could use the first Tempest Form, then they activated the second one, it still only activated the Tempest Form. They used the third one also and it activated only the Tempest Form. What they did not understand is, after activating the Tempest Form, you're not supposed to use it up, if in case you want to go to the next one. If you use it up by holding the special attack button, then it wastes it and you have to start again from the Tempest Form. That's what it means. So some of you may mistake it by thinking that this particular combo on the right side is related to this, meaning if you do the first combo you get the Tempest Form, you do the second combo you get the Karma Breaker. No, that's not how it works. You have to get Tempest Form by doing any of this first. Either you can use it by activating it, meaning you can hold down the Q button or the special attack button, activate it, but once you activate it, it's lost, so you have to gain it back again. Why you need to gain it back is because you want to get to the second one, which is the Karma Breaker. That second mantra can only be summoned if you can summon the first one, and they can only be used if they're summoned. How do you know if it's summoned? You can always check on the left top corner. I told you those 2 circles. One is the running man and the other circle is the one with the Aether Striker icon. That icon, Aether Striker icon on the right side, that circle icon logo, it kind of changes. One is like as if it's Super Saiyan mode, where it looks like a person is going into Super Saiyan mode. And then the second one for the Karma Breakers, it looks like a yin and yang kind of a circle, which looks like a recycle logo kind of a thing going on. It uses the animation of a Kamehameha to do the DPS on the behemoth, and it has a duration of its own too. And of course the third one depends on the mod you're using pretty much. Right now I'm using Adamant Bolt, which I did not tell you guys. I'm using Adamant Bolt, the special. Depending on this special, you'll be using a laser beam type of a shot, or you'll be using a huge titan like clapping, which does like a huge impact type of damage and a huge wave comes out of it. But this particular special is not long range, it's a very close range one. As you can see, it says unleash energy forward in a pressure wave, dealing 800 damage to the closest target and 200 damage to the nearby target. Deal up to plus 100% damage when Tempest form and Karma breakers are active. And again, I should tell you, if you want 100% damage out of these third mantras, you have to keep the first and second mantras activated, which means you have to use them up and then again start over again and build them up. You use the first one, which is Tempest form, and then you have to, after using it up, you have to make sure before the time runs out you have to activate Karma breaker, which means Tempest form again and then Karma breaker, use up Karma breaker, and once the Karma breaker timer is running out, you need to again activate Tempest form, then Karma breaker, and then you need to activate Adamant bolt and then use it up by holding down the special attack button. Hopefully this elongated, lengthy way of stretching out the information kinda helps out any new players who kinda didn't understand how the Aether Striker works. And for those of you who already know how it works, I know you're already laughing on how hard I've been trying to explain this whole thing, but hopefully this helps out any new players who are really struggling to kinda figure it out. But yeah, again, another tip, make sure you always activate the Tempest form, which is when you activate it, it pretty much makes your Aether Strikers glow and it has a duration, so keep an eye on the timer. That icon, that square icon that I told you, and then you have to activate the Karma breaker. Even that one has a square icon of a different logo and it will also have a timer on it, like a clock thing going. Keep an eye on that also, and then activate the third one, which is either Adamant bolt or the other one, which is Titan crash, depending on which one you like. But as long as the Tempest form and the Karma breaker are active and being used and they're on a timer, your third one, if you connect it correctly and if you time it right, depending on the type of build you have, you will do a lot of damage. Okay, anyways, this was supposed to be a simple tutorial, but for those of you who are still watching and still thinking that it was helpful, please do give it a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, and please do share it with anyone else who has a doubt about the Aether Strikers. And for those of you who are veterans who already know how things work, if you think I did an okay job explaining this, please do give a thumbs up. I really tried hard for this. I've broken my head a lot just to try and explain this, so hopefully I kinda did a good job, and hopefully new players do get to know how this works. And without any other further ado, let me just do another simple gameplay. I'm gonna be showing you guys what this thing is capable of, and I'm gonna go with my build against a simple. I've been doing too many heroic and heroic plus these days just to test out things, so I'm gonna switch it up with a Terra, and I'm gonna go for a heroic Rockfall Skarn, and we're gonna do a simple gameplay and finish it up. This is my build right now. Previous to this video, I did make this particular build, a low life build, which I'm using right now, but this one's already upgraded to like a high life build, it seems like. But low life because you can get the armor set at the very beginning of the game, since you do have Boreas lesser Boreas at the beginning, so you should be able to get the full armor set and get this particular build ready. Anyways, here we go. This is the last part of this video, which is a simple gameplay. Right now pretty much I'm gonna start doing some damage. Enough of me talking. Let's go find this big rock type of speaking of rocks, look at that. Seems like a rock throne of my own. And of course I am using discipline cells, which is gonna give me a rage activated and 25% at the beginning itself, because my health is down by 50%. And I am using Iceborne. You can see on the top that I have the rage activated, which is the sword icon. That's the 25% attack damage increase from rage. And then the shield icon is the Iceborne, which is activated right now. And I kinda need to find this particular, although somehow I feel like I may have missed out. Oh, there it is. Found it. Here we go. It's not that tough a behemoth right now because I am at a level where I can even take on a Shroud and Rezakiri solo. I just don't like trials though, so don't ask. Right now, here we go. Using heavy attacks always does really good damage. I'm activating the first one, first monster. Activated the second monster. Oh, I went right into that. Always make sure to get the third hit, otherwise the thing doesn't get activated. Look at that, 4,000 damage. $5,000 damage. Oh my god. Activating the first one. Stagger damage, come on. Come on, come on. Activating the second one. $4,000 damage again. Oh. The heavy attacks always do a lot of damage, so see how much you can do heavy attacks if you can. Look at that. Heavy attacks do a lot of damage. Like I said and showed you guys how the heavy attacks kinda switch the particular Aether Strikers from one hand to the other and make it look like a bigger Aether Striker on just one single hand. It just moves the other half of the Aether Striker to the other to one hand, make it look like one big Aether Striker in one hand. That's how it does a lot of damage and a lot of stagger damage. Focusing Aether Strikers on the head gives you a lot more faster stagger damage compared to the hammer, I would say. Do I dare say it? Yeah, I would dare say it. Hammers probably might have a tough competition with stagger damage when it comes to Aether Strikers beating some behemoth's head. But anyways, this was my well, simple yet lengthy tutorial about the Aether Strikers, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay at the end also. And more importantly, I hope you guys understood what I wanted to say about the simple way or lengthy way or complicated way I could try and make this thing work, or this explanation work. Anyways, again, thank you for watching this video, and as always, you guys keep smiling. And yeah, that's it for today's video. And please do share this video if you think it was entertaining or kind of a good way of me sharing information. And yeah, I think I'm done. I don't want to explain or try to explain it again, so I'll finish this up, and you guys have a really good day, and see you guys next time. So until next time, sayonara, tata, see you, and bye bye. I'm done for today's video. Ciao.